Welcome to the Recreation Nova Scotia Board of Directors video training series. This training series is made possible by a grant from the Nova Scotia Voluntary Sector Professional Capacity Trust. And this video is on good minutes. Are minutes important? Absolutely. Minutes are the legal record of what you as a board of directors have done. They state what you've decided, what direction you've given, and what information you've received. It's important to be able to remember what was decided. You're going to need to be able to go back to information that you received. You're going to get reports from the treasurer, committee chairs, staff, even maybe a task force or two that you set up. And to be able to go back and remember what was said, what was decided, what direction was given is critical. Minutes will let you track progress. In those reports that you're going to receive, you'll get updates on where financial statements are, where budgets are. You'll get updates on activities and programs. Minutes are also useful for orientation purposes. You're able to take a new board member who perhaps is unsure about how did we get to here? What did we consider? I need some more background information. And by giving them the past minutes, they can see the decisions that were made over a period of time to lead to a specific result, and can also go back and read the background information to get the extra context that they need to be able to participate as a new board member. Members often want to know about your minutes. It shows them what work you did, what decisions you made, and is important to them as well in their decision perhaps to re-elect someone back to the board or to seek new board members. So what are good minutes? What are the key pieces of them? One, the date, time, and location of the meeting should be noted at the top of the minutes. You should note who came to the meeting, first and last names. You also should note who didn't come. That would be board members who sent their regrets. Perhaps they emailed you, perhaps they called you, or maybe even at the last meeting they said, oh, by the way, I'm going to be away in March, so I won't be here. And you should note those people who did not call and did not let you know and just did not show up. And they should be listed as absences. You need to approve the agenda. And it's important the agenda is approved because that shows that everybody had an opportunity to add agenda items or to put things on the agenda to be discussed. You don't want a situation to occur where somebody says 6 months ago, well, if I could have put that on the agenda, we could have talked about it, and the results would be different. If you've approved the agenda each meeting, you're able to go back and say, well, you never brought that up because there's no change to the agenda, there's no mention of an additional item. You need to approve your past minutes. And it's important that not only are they approved, but that then they're signed by your secretary, by your president, or by your chair. Again, it's very easy to go into a Word document and make a change. You need to have a copy that you can prove has not been altered. And that's the copy that you've printed off and had people sign. When you get reports, you want to keep them attached to your minutes. And it's important to note the distinction between receiving a report and approving it. If you receive a report, you acknowledge that you got it. If you approve it, you approve of the content of the report, including potentially information that may include recommendations or directions of things to do. It's also important to remember that your minutes are a record of decisions made, not of discussion. So there should not be a verbatim listing of what Mary said, what Bill said, what Susie said. It's what did we decide? And you decide things by making a motion and approving it. Now, it is important that 3 years from now, when you go back to the minutes, you understand the context of the motions. That means you probably need to put a couple of sentences before the motion to explain the context so that everybody can understand, this is what we were talking about, this is where the motion came from. But that's very different than a verbatim record of what everybody said. It's what was decided, and before that, just a little introduction. Remember to record what everybody agreed to do, and you should record that you're adjourned and what the next meeting date is. Now, on the website attached to this video, you're going to find a number of tools. There'll be some sample templates for minutes, a sample set of minutes, as well as some information about in-camera meetings and their minutes.